So I had installed this is the premium, so the most expensive front doors speakers. It comes with the I think, not sure, this is a medium frequency and this is the low frequency. I'm not sure about it. So this was a base model. That's what I found inside. Basically this is the paper cone and there's nothing here. Both are absolutely, you can swap them. The holes, there are 5 holes around, 5 or 6, no, 5. The holes are at the exact same place on both mountings. Now getting them, the original yours, getting off from the door is very kind of time consuming. You need to drill it. There's a rivet here and it's a very thick one. I don't have it any longer, but it's a thick rivet, and if you happen to drill it on the same axially, the rivet at one point will start turning, so you won't be able to remove it from there. So what I usually did, because I removed this from a scrapyard car and from mine, so I was going to drill it, and when you see it's like starts to being hollow in the center, then you just incline the drill like this. So you just try to drill sideways like this, still in the center but sideways, and at one point the ring, outer ring of the rivet will pop out, and then you are free to remove the stuff. So just drill it center like this, and then just incline a little bit the drill and try to push it like sideways, any sideway, just push it sideways. Take quite a bit of work, and when you are done, I'm just showing the way I fix it without the rivets. This is a mounting plastic for wall screws, you know, the cannot really remove it. I'm not sure what the size is, but just hopefully, okay, here we go. So that's what you usually mount a screw into a wall. Forgot the name, kind of wall is that, but you know, the fragile walls. I got this, and I cut it in half. I don't need it to be too long because the window will slide down, so just to make some place. And I inserted this, and then I got some screws which are slightly smaller than the hole in the metal there, so I needed this to insulate and to secure the screw in there. I have a washer too, so the screw is not that long, it's maybe half an inch, and I think it's a standard thickness, so you just screw it in there. It's not exactly very tight, but because of the plastic there is quite securely and won't probably pop out. But first, when you remove, let me just try to take this away. When you will be cutting the head of the rivet in the first place, so when you'll be cutting the head of the rivet, you will see the head of the rivet will be gone, but the remaining of the rivet is still stuck in there. So what I had to do is just get a punch and give it a good 2 or 3 solid kicks, so the rivet just popped inside the door. You can remove it from there. I strongly advise to put some kind of a big piece of paper or cloth in there, so the rivet doesn't go to the right side, so it pops, it falls in there, so you can remove it from there, otherwise it's gonna rattle. So you just need to give a really good punch here 2, 3, 4 times until the rivet, you see, is bent already, and the rivet will pop on the other side of the door. So that's pretty much it. I just want to show you how to remove the cardboard from the doors, same on the front doors. So basically the card goes like this. You just need to, sorry camera, I'm moving a bit, just figure out how to slide that in. Okay. So basically you have to remove the handle cover. The handle is secured, I think there and there at the bottom, so just it's not exactly easy to remove, but I used a butter knife like this. I suggest not starting this side because that's the side you can see, and you may bend it as scratch it a little bit. So go to the front of the car and pry it inside and try to go. See, I just bent it like this and then pry. It takes quite a bit of force. Don't be afraid, it won't break. Inside you have 4 screws. I think it's 225. There's one there, one up. The upper one has like a small hole in there, and the screw might fall inside there. I'm not sure if it's easy to retrieve, so I suggest just maybe getting magnetic screwdriver like this one and just carefully slide the torque screw out of there. Once this is done, you have also you need to remove this small cover. It's like a triangle, has a foam inside. It just folds in place, something like this, whatever. Anyhow, I'm not taking the time now. It's quite easy to just remove from there. And then the remaining stuff is the pins, the locking pins on the sides. I'm going to show you. Oh, and once the pins are removed from there, one screw, there's no more screw, no more pins. This cover itself, you just need to grab by the handle, just slide it upwards like this near the window, all around, carefully to free that small locking door lock. So let's see what the pins are doing. Usually that's the way I put them back. I just put I separate them. I just pull this from the bottom of the other part, and when I put them back, I just place this one. I just grab the pin, and then you need to put some force. It will snap back in place. When you remove them, instead of pulling, and you probably will break it, just press with something like this inside, just a little bit, just like that. Then pull the card and the pin will fall from there. So as I said, when I put it back, adjust, so the pin is inside, I just pull it from there, and that's how I put it back. It's pretty easy to remove the doors. Forgot to mention, of course, let's see, inside you got quite a bit of connectors. There's this guy here, goes to the tweeter, quite easy to depress. Trying to figure my light tool. Right, so it's quite easy to depress. Just depress it on top. What you also have is this guy. That's the handle cable. My light, it's just a bit annoying. A second maybe. So you need to detach it from these 2 pins, this one and this one. Probably not gonna show you here. Let's see, like that. So basically there's a round metal piece which will go in there, but when you remove that piece, make sure you toast those 2 clips, this one and this one. Toast them gently because these are very known to crack at the bottom, especially on the driver's door, which is more used. So just pleat them a little bit open. You see this one is already fragile, and remove that stuff from there. And then you have 2 more connectors, this one and that guy. You will see them, but the problem with these guys, is figuring out how to depress the tabs. Really, you know already, probably Volvo does terrible connectors which are terribly hard to remove. So usually what I do, I just push with the screwdriver like this. I try to figure out where the tab is. Probably on the other door is hidden. So just depress down and try to pull it. But really, a metal piece like this helps quite a lot to remove those connectors. And that's pretty much it.